Alright, so Google just released a new update to its Canva alternative called Google Pomelli. So on its new update, there is a feature called Catalog, and this is where you can add products from your store into the platform. So with Google Pomelli, you can create a campaign, you can create an ad copy, or perhaps a social media post based on the product, based on the color, the brand identity of your product or company. So in this example, I have some products from Apple because I intentionally use some Apple products, but I also have tried other products, like I tried products from different companies, and these are some designs that were created by Google Pomelli. And as you can see, the design structure might be the same, but the wording, the color, and the font are very different because Google, or in this case the AI within the Pomelli platform, is trying its best to imitate the style or the brand identity of your business. So I think this is an amazing tool if you want to create some social media campaign posters or ad copy without hiring expensive design studio, because AI can generate some nice looking photo shoots based on your existing products. So I'm going to show you how you can utilize this new catalog feature in Google Pomelli. Now, to access Google Pomelli, you can navigate to this URL. Now, I'm going to reset my account so I can show you the step-by-step process to actually add your website or your store URL into Google Pomelli. Now, I'm going to click this first and reset business DNA. So it's going to be a blank slate that's going to be empty. And for this demo, I'm going to use the website from Hoto, so hototools.com, and I think this is actually a great company. They made some great looking products, and also I like the design. Now I'm going to copy the URL and I'm going to paste that right here in Google Pomelli. It's recommended to have a website because usually when an organization have a website, they can put everything about the organization in that website, including the photos, the color, the logo, brand identity, everything. And that is very useful when you are using an AI tool like Google Pomelli, because it's going to analyze everything that do exist in the website. So just be patient and give it a few minutes for it to analyze everything, and then later we can continue generating some product catalogs. Okay, so this is the result. This is called Business DNA, and you can customize it. If you want to choose a different color, go for it. But this is based on what Google Pomelli has gathered from the website. Okay, it looks good. And all right, so this is the Business DNA. Now, as you can see, the catalog feature is now generating some content. So if it discovered some products on your website, then it's going to be added into your catalog. And this is real time, by the way. So if you add a new product in the future, you can always update that, and it's going to add that product in this list. So this is honestly pretty amazing. But you can also always add a product from a URL, or you can add that manually, where you can upload the images and the product name, and of course the description of the product. Now, in this case, I got some products. Now, I guess I'm going to add from URL. Let's see if I can do that. So let me just go back to the website, and maybe I want to. Okay, how about this? How about maybe this one, tool set? Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so these are some great looking products. Okay, hand tool set. I'm going to pick this, and I'll just copy the URL. Let's go back to Google Pomelli and let's add that. And just wait. So it is the same process all over again, but it's not like going to redo everything, because Business DNA already has knowledge about the brand and the color of your website, so it's not going to bother with that. Instead, it's going to focus on what's happening on the website, what was the name of the product, the details, and based on that, later we can create a more personalized and relevant campaign based exactly on the product or services that you're offered on your website. Okay, I'm still waiting here, and I guess I'll just skip a while and I'll show you the next step to create a campaign. Okay, so these are some images that it just found from the website. I think they look really good. And okay, you can customize the name and the description, but I think it looks good. So let's continue. Let's click create catalog item. And now we have two options. We can click create photo shoot or create campaign. Actually, we can do both. So photo shoot is if you want to create some nice looking product photo based on your existing photo, you can do so. Or you can also directly just create a campaign where you can create design that look like these examples. So this is known as campaign. Now, I think this product has great photos, so I think it's kind of redundant to create photo shoot, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to select this photo. Okay, it's very important to select the photo that you want to use as the base for the photo shoot, and I'm going to click this button, and there you go. So you can choose the photo shoot templates. There are many variety. You can create a photo shoot where someone is using the product, or maybe you want to create a sort of floating product photo, or maybe the photo being the product is in the simple empty background. You can do so. Now, I guess I'm going to remove this and I'm going to replace it with something else. Let's try this Amazon product image. It's actually very similar to studio photo, but let me try something else. Okay, in use, let's try this one. Looks good. And oh yeah, you can select the aspect ratio, and unfortunately mostly these formats are for social media, like vertical, square, and 4:5, and these are actually basically social media aspect ratio, but it's fine. Let's click generate photo shoot and just wait for AI to generate some images, which later we can turn into a poster or a campaign. So just wait for a few minutes and then we can continue. All right, so I got 4 new photos based on that product, and they look really good, although just be careful because this is AI image model, so sometimes it might mess up some details, so you want to look closely and make sure that there is no mistake in the output. Now, if you are not quite happy with the result, you can click the picture and then you can modify it. You can even create another version with a different aspect ratio. So yeah, this is one example, but I'm not going to do the editing. I think this looks pretty fine. So you can either save that as a picture, you can save those photos to your computer, or you can just add that into the catalog basically, or your brand identity to be reused later, or we can continue to create a campaign. So I'm going to click this button, and we have to tell AI about what is the campaign that we are trying to promote. Like it could be for Father's Day, perhaps you want to create a campaign for Christmas, or perhaps some other celebration, or maybe just some routine upload on your social media account. That's also possible. So this is based on the product. I think that's actually a good recommendation, but let me try something new. Like let's say I want to create a campaign for Father's Day. All right, and I guess I'm going to click this and just wait for AI to generate some options. So it's not creating the campaign immediately, but rather it's going to preparing a sort of template or draft that later can be used as the base for the poster or social media content. Now you'll get 3 different options. You can choose any of them, and then when you click on that selection, then it will generate some posters or campaign based on the settings that we have created earlier. Just give it a few minutes for it to generate some ideas, and then we can continue. Okay, so I got 3 different options. I will choose perhaps this one, tools for a modern legacy. And immediately it will start generating some campaign. Now just wait, and then later you can see the result, and you can either download or just customize the design a little bit. And there is something that I'm going to talk about after this. All right, so finally I got all the designs. Now if you want to create another design or creative, you can click this add creative button, and then you can specify maybe the design, and then you can select aspect ratio and then generate a new design. But I'm not going to do that. So let's say I want to use this one, but I want to change something a little bit on this design. So there are a few things that you might customize, like you can select the header, you can change the wording and the font color, the font size, etc. The same is true for the description. But right now there is no call to action, so I'm going to click generate and just wait for AI to add that call to action into the design. Now this is not like Canva where you can easily move around some elements. Unfortunately, it is not possible. I think if Google added that feature, it's going to be insanely amazing. It's going to be very much flexible. I mean, at this level it is pretty good, but I wish there is a feature where I can just drag some elements around, so I don't have to prompt AI or use this very slow process to edit a tiny bit on the design. Okay, this looks really good. Now if you don't like it, you can click the fix layout button, but it's not going to do anything crazy. It's just adjusting the lighting a little bit or the contrast, so it's not going to rearrange the whole thing. So it's just a minor adjustment if you select this button. Now if you do like it, you can save this to your computer, which later you can post to your social media page if you want to. And if you want to create something more, then you can go back and then continue the process of creating a new campaign. But I think this one, the last design that I just created, looks really good. And yeah, I think this it looks quite decent. Now perhaps the only problem is we don't have any social media connection, so you have to upload the photos manually to your website or to your social media page. But I think in the future, there's a good chance that Google might incorporate Google Pomelli into various social medias. It could be via AI agent or perhaps via API. So after we got the design, we can just immediately post that to social media. I think that's going to be a killer feature for Google Pomelli. So yeah, that's basically how you can generate a design and how you can save them as a catalog to be reused later in the future. So I hope you learned something from this video, and if you do like this video, please consider subscribing to this channel, and I'll see you on my next video. Have a great day.